that's really cute. Yeah.
Imagine we see.
Look at the one next to him.
Those deer you'll see right the way through the city. They just walk in.
I would like fix it up or tear it down. Those are your two choices.
They do, yeah. There's all nature trails, so you could walk all the way from Seal Cove down here along the water and then back onto a nature trail up to the Civic Centre. This building in front of us used to be a salmon cannery. It's now just a gymnasium. And then the nature trail comes out just on the right-hand side. You walk down the road and you're back at the ship. And this fenced-off area on the right-hand side, those are all spruce trees. So the Wheelhouse Brewery will come and pick spruce chips to make their scurvy dog beer from here. And it's fenced off to stop the deer eating them. The only moose I've seen in 3.5 years, because we don't get moose up this far, is the mural on the left.
There's the moose.
Yeah, we don't get moose this far. And then there's loads of berries here. So you've seen the thimbleberry, you've seen the salmonberry. We also get blueberries and huckleberries, but a lot of foraging comes from around here. There's also Devil's Club, which is more of a nettle, and then you can make a pain relief remedy from it. But if you harvest it wrong, it can hurt you. Yeah. Yeah. Because we lost our small mart or Walmart, Jimmy Patterson is one of the wealthier men in BC, and he's building a new mart here. So this will be our new sort of shopping area. We're coming into Cow Bay now, but on the map it's actually called Cameron Cove. And the reason I got nicknamed Cow Bay is because when the first dairy farmer came across, there was no dock to offload the cattle. So he ended up having to drop the cows into the ocean, and they had to swim ashore, and then it got its nickname Cow Bay. So it's just taken on the theme of Cow Bay. There's Breakers Pub at the blue building on the right-hand side, where you can get fish and chips, poutine, beers, and then Smiley's Restaurant, also on the right, is one of the oldest seafood restaurants in town. This building on the left-hand side is an old engine room where they would repair engines. It's now called Cow Puccino's. So it's a good coffee and pastries. On the right-hand side, you've got Opa Sushi in a historic net loft. So that's where the nets would be repaired or made. And then the Dungeness crabs are on the right, on the left. So Dolly's Fish Market, you could get everything seafood. You got some orca murals, Jeff King's orca murals on the top, the whale tail on the right, and then Saltwater Bakery. Everything is baked fresh daily. The only beers you'll see in Prince Rupert. And Prince Rupert is a working community, it's a working town, so you could have a restaurant right next to like a boat repair shop. Everything's just sort of dumped. Dolly's Fish Market and Rupert Meats both do sport processing, so that they'll process your fish, or you can catch a fish, bring it in, and have it cooked for you. And we're back in town, so you really have crossed the whole of Prince Rupert. Minimum wage is about $18 an hour, okay? And then it can go all the way up to, or if you're working for the ports, I think it can go up to like $60, $70 an hour, and then there would be overtime. Your average week is 40 hours. A seasonal job, I would say about $30 an hour, probably. This is the only traffic circle in Prince Rupert, and we actually signed a petition because we didn't want it, but about 2 months ago it came in. Yeah. Okay, Swords and Sorcery. So it's a shop in town called Good Time Games, but it's a lot of role play, your Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. So the children will be out. He does summer camps. We've even had a film company come up to film it because it's such a big thing in Prince Rupert. Crest Hotel is the mural with the eagle on the top, and then the Museum of Northern British Columbia. We're almost there, but we're going to go into the courthouse. On the right-hand side, the steamroller was the steamroller that built the very first roads in Prince Rupert on the right. There's another totem pole on the left, and then the longhouse. So this is Lachbelam's admin building, but the longhouse here in the trees, that's a traditional longhouse, which was the original accommodation of the people. It's now used for feasts or traditional ceremonies. The longhouse on the left. And then there's a carving shed. So that's where some of the totem poles are carved, or where the younger guys learn to carve. And then on our left-hand side, as we come around, we've got the sunken gardens. So the sunken gardens, that was dug to be the foundation for the courthouse. But the mayor decided he didn't want it there, he wanted it here. So it became an ammunition dump in World War II. And then 7 gardeners got together and formed the gardening club on a volunteer basis. And so now they'll use those 2 sheds as a nursery and plant it out every year. It is very close. If you have time, you can just walk straight back from the ship. I don't know if we're running out of time. No, it's all aboard. We're going straight back to the ship. We've got the RMCP, so that's the police. The police. They don't open at a weekend. If you come here at a weekend, you've got to push an intercom. If it's really important, somebody will come out, or they'll just tell you that they'll phone you. So we don't have a lot of crime. We really are lucky. We have minimal. The courthouse is on our right-hand side, made in romantic style architecture, and then the cenotaph is on the left with all the children playing. So on Remembrance Day, there'll be ceremonies. We'll lay wreaths for all the people that have given their lives to protect us in the wars. And then the sword play and the role play, that's a very definite Prince Rupert thing, and it happens come rain or shine. They're out there. And this is the longhouse ahead of us. So that's a traditional accommodation of the indigenous people where a whole family could live together inside the longhouse.
Do you have an army?
We do, yeah, we do. Not a very big presence here, but we do. It was really important in World War II because we're strategically important because of the ports, but very minimal. We got a Coast Guard. Yeah, Coast Guard would be more the thing. Okay, so headed back down to your ship now. We're going to go past Mariner Park on the left-hand side. Mariner Park is in memory of all the seafaring people that have lost their lives at sea. And Prince Rupert is very dependent on the marine, on the fishing, all of that for food. So there was our sister city in Japan called Oswasi. There was a city worker that went out on his boat many years ago and never returned. 2 years later, that boat washed up on our shores all the way across the Pacific Ocean. So when we found the boat, they refurbed it, but they traced the story back. And the city worker had lost his life at sea, but when they traced it back, they found the widow and flew her out from Japan for the unveiling. And that on the left-hand side, that's the Kazimaru under the Japanese Pagoda, which was just put up as a memorial to all the people that have lost their lives, and the widow came out for the unveiling. Our art gallery is 40 local artists, so we do a lot of great arts and crafts too, everything from candles and chocolates to ceramics and paintings. Everything you have to come back for because you're all aboard now. I hope you enjoyed it. You are leaving as experts because you've seen from one side to the other. Any questions?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anand, for driving us around, and I hope you have a great rest of your trip. There's a couple of berries left in the front if anybody wants.
I'm seeing now they're cleaning it up.
You can take it.
Ships are leaving. Or our ship is leaving. So they're out cleaning it up. They're like, lay down, we go.
Yeah. no more money.